Alright, this is Andrew with Joda Home Inspections. Today is May 25th, 2026, and we're here at 729 Colorado Street. We have the camera pushed out just shy of 100 feet, and so that's the main line that you're seeing on the screen there. And now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So right before it drops into the city line, you do have a pretty good size offset. You can see with that separation on the pipe, that's a spot where waste could collect, and if enough waste gets stuck, it can create a blockage where it backs up into the house. So never ideal to have any sort of an offset, and that one's a good size. Maybe not quite big enough that I'd say you absolutely need to dig it up, but I would definitely recommend getting the insurance. You can get home serve, and they'll at least come clear it if it does back up. If it collapses, they would also put money towards it. This looks like clay pipe from what I can tell so far. Pretty common for the age. Another offset there. That's one my camera wasn't wanting to go over, but I ran some water and it hopped right over. I've not seen a lot of roots, a couple small ones, but nothing crazy. And for the most part, it's looking like you have good grade. That's one of the main things I'm looking at, is for any standing water that would indicate that you have improper grade. Some little baby roots there. Not big enough to clean, but eventually you'll want to have this line cleaned, and that'll help prevent those from getting big enough to cause a blockage. Some more creeping down the line there, but also still pretty small. Little offset there, but not too bad. Pretty average length of a line. I always say 100 feet's about average, and you're right there. A lot of offsets, but for the most part I'd call them pretty minor. We're still in clay. There it is. Transition to cast iron right there. Cast iron, you'll notice, gets real rough and rusty. It will eventually need to be replaced. And it looks like we're going underwater, which means that you don't have good grade. You could have this cleaned. It's possible that cleaning it could remove a high spot that would allow this to drain. You never want to leave standing water like that if you can help it. That makes it easier for waste to build up and create a blockage. I'd say there's enough scale and build up on this line that it would warrant having it cleaned. And then you could evaluate it and have a better idea of the cast iron condition. Kind of bobbing in and out a little bit of water. So again, I'd recommend cleaning that cast, and then you'd be able to have it looked at better. And then regardless, I would also recommend maintaining the insurance on this line. It does look like an original line. We're just coming back up the roof stack now, so not really anything to see here. This line does stink, which is from that waste sitting in the line. It's all pulling back on my camera reel. Surprisingly, most sewer lines don't have a a very foul odor, but this one has definitely a little bit of an odor going on. I'm going to end this recording now.